We are live on Facebook, my friend.
Okay, thank you, Heather. Thank you for turning it over to me. Heather, you are amazing. And Heather Sika Leonard, our ER Shreducator, is just amazing. And I'm on her account tonight. And that's why if you see my title and it says Sean Escobar, not Heather, it's because I'm on her account. We're just having some fun with it. We are going to have an awesome call tonight. This is the ER Shred Come Alive call. But before we get started, I need to do a couple things. Number one, I need to announce, for those of you that weren't in the group and didn't see the live, we did this week name the Heart of ER Shred after Mimi Terrell. And there she is. And Mimi, we love you so much. You're gonna share with us in just a minute, but I just wanted everyone to know that the reason that we did that is because Mimi perfectly exemplifies what the Heart of ER Shred is all about. It's just about showing up for other people. And so with that said, Mimi, I want to assure you that we do not expect a new song every week. It's just unrealistic. But anything and everything that you offer up, and I know that everything you've brought to the table has just come from, it's just genuine and it's just beautiful. And so I think we're all going to look back on that and say, my God, look at what unfolded. Look what unfolds, you guys. When people feel well, did y'all see Susan Look's video this week? Like, I loved that. I mean, I just loved that, Susan. That was so much fun. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. But ER Shred is just this melting pot of people who we just show up and we just offer up whatever we got. And you know what's cool about ER Shred is there's no judgment. There's no, we just all love each other. We all just clap for each other. We all just appreciate each other. And this community is really, it's a bright, shining light in a world of darkness right now. I just want to say that, in a world of confusion and frustration and just, mess. This ER Shred community, we have got something so special. The people that were awarded the Heart of ER Shred was Lenny Evans, and for obvious reason, it was Connie Norleen, and it was Rick and Natasha Whedon. Those were the first recipients of the Heart of ER Shred Award, which is again named in Mimi Terrell's honor. So, there was one more little item that I had to, guys, I wanted to say one more thing because there's someone out there and you're on my heart. There's someone out there that wanted to come on and share some hard things they're going through. And I want to share something that's on my heart. I'm going through some hard things too. I really am. And it's personal things. And it's not that we don't want to be there for each other. It's more so that this space, this ER Shred space, is about transformation, and it's about overcoming, and it's about positivity. And we need to focus on overcoming. We need to focus on the future. We need to focus on what is good. We need to focus on what we can control. And this has been very hard for me. I've got to tell you, I want to spew my guts out all over you guys right now. But that wouldn't be fair to you guys, because this environment is one of absolute positivity. So when you share your posts online, please always consider, and that's why we have one of our general rules is to keep it positive, because always consider, even though you might feel the need to vent, consider how it might be perceived by another person. And also consider that, even though we're a heartfelt community, that really, we're the most tolerant community I've ever seen in my life. But let's not take advantage of that in terms of dumping emotions. Let's keep it what it should be, which is on overcoming. And that's what I'm going to do personally. And I'm going to actually walk by what I'm going to walk my talk. I'm going to do that. And so just so you know, I'm also going through some very personal stuff. Mimi's aware of what I'm going through because we're friends like that. But moving forward, I will visit this space with positivity and with, I call it positive expectancy. Good things are coming to me. and I will overcome, and I have overcome, and I will continue to overcome. That's good. Okay, with all of that said, ER Shred. What is ER Shred? I'm going to keep reading this until I have it memorized. The ER Shred is a nutritional, dietary, lifestyle empowerment protocol. By fully satiating the body's needs, we are able to take back control of the diet, which is the common denominator of overall well-being. Food can either be your poison and your pain, or it can serve as your fuel and your fortitude. Come alive and learn to feel your way to good health for the first time. Only you can do it. ER Shred provides the tracks to run on for ultimate self-discovery. That made me emotional too, just visiting that. Okay, we've got some testimonials tonight. There has been a disclaimer posted in the chat and on Facebook that we don't attempt to cure, treat, prevent any kind of illness, or we do not, go against what your doctor says. It's really important that we make that clear. ER Shred entered the waiting room. That's cool. All right, the first person that's going to share tonight is the very first Heart of ER Shred recipient. The award is named after her. That is Mimi, and Mimi has a song that she has written that she'd like to share with us. So Mimi, are you out there?
I am, Sean, and just God bless you and God bless everybody. My heart goes out to everyone who is going through transition right now, especially in their health. And so you're right, we all have to be consistent and mindful of how we present ourselves, and then just lean into the group. Lean in, y'all. So I write songs. I'm sorry?
Got here just in time for the song.
Hey, you. All right. So I write songs. I write parodies. I've been doing it since before Weird Al came on the scene. I did this when I was a kid. And I have so many songs that we actually have an ER Shred album that's that could be recorded at any minute. This is a song that is done, that is a parody of the Green Acres theme song. And Green Acres was back in the 60s. It was a story about a retired attorney and his socialite wife who moved out of New York City and went to the country. So Zsa Zsa Gabor was the socialite. And I'll just have to say that I'm going to actually try to mimic her voice in the second verse. So hang on to your britches, you guys. Here we go. And I'll be reading since here we go. The ER Shred community is just the place you want to be. So many of us there, you see. Keep on sharing, let's grow our community. On Tuesday, Jessie does a live, and Wednesday is the Come Alive. Bob comes on Thursday's Biz Call Zoom. Come and join us, there's always plenty of room. The Meats, Butter Creeps, Day 5. Come alive, you'll realize this lifestyle is wise. Come join the ER Shred.
Everybody's clapping, Mimi. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much, Mimi. That was awesome.
I hope it came through. Okay, I'm holding my speaker. Okay, good. All right, let's get on with testimonials. I'm so excited. Love you guys. And Sean, thank you for, it's such an honor for you to attach my name to such a precious award. I was so honored when you gave me the award, and now so happy that it's going to go out on a consistent, for everybody who puts their heart into this protocol.
That feels good, Mimi. Thank you so much. That was a lot of fun. And you remember that our goal for 2021 was to make it fun. And you have made it fun more than anybody. So thank you so much. Lisa Lupo, are you out there?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, Lisa. How you doing? It's good to have you here. Hey, where are you calling from and who introduced you to the ER Shred?
So I'm in Chandler, Arizona, and I actually saw a post in my team's group that you and Crystal were going to do a call for our team, and I had just gotten back into the group after 2 years.
Oh my gosh, is that right? Kind of a meant to be thing.
It was wild. I mean, I think it was like 2 days before your call was to happen. I had just gotten back in the group and was going to start being involved again, and saw the call. And one of my friends said, "Hey, I know you probably don't have weight to lose, but you should watch this call with this couple. You should check it out." And so I just kind of on a whim was like, "Oh, I'll check it out." And then, I mean, your story just really inspired me. So
thank you so much.
Yeah.
So give us an idea, because not everybody has seen your post. I do encourage you all to go to Lisa's Facebook page, or even just go in the group and type Lisa Lupo, search for her, and I'm sure her posts will pop up. But give everybody that doesn't know an idea of like, how are things going? Why did you do this? And what unfolded?
Yeah. So, like many of you, it's been a rough year. Yeah. And like you said, I won't share any of those details, but it was a rough go this last year. So I just kind of found myself frustrated and needing to start over, to be perfectly honest. I'm kind of picking up the pieces and rebuilding my life, my business, my world, my health, everything. So when I saw your video, it hit me because I remember a couple of years ago having some issues with the shakes, and my husband and I both really struggled and went through a similar kind of thing as your story, where it felt weird to share something that we ourselves weren't using. And so there was a little bit of a misalignment there that didn't feel right for me. So that's partly why I got away from it. But I'm one of those people that is pretty much down to try anything. You know, I'm just kind of a risk taker, and it's like, this sounds like something I need right now. You know, it was the perfect timing in my life. So I've had some digestive issues with some different foods. I wouldn't, label myself as having food intolerances necessarily, but I just knew that there were things that were bloating me, that were causing discomfort in my gut when I would eat them. And I thought this would be a really cool way to figure out what those things are, and then potentially share this, because I know so many people who have trouble with our shakes. And so I jumped in, I called my friend, and I said, "Hey, watch this video." And he's in a different team, but he's a great friend of mine. And he's like, I knew he would be up for doing it with me. And we both just jumped in like a week later. We just were like, let's go. So we did it. And I was surprised at how doable it was, to be honest. I mean, I just didn't feel, I've done several years of cleansing and double cleanse days and whatnot. So that part wasn't as challenging for me, but just, I guess the idea of it was a little bit daunting. But once I got into it and I started to kind of really enjoy the routine of it, and I started to really enjoy where I was headed with the program. I had phenomenal results. I wasn't overweight. So I started at 111 pounds, and I'm 5'1", just for reference. I'm a petite frame. But if you look at my before picture, I was bloated. My stomach was distended. I was puffy. In my opinion, I looked heavier than 111 pounds. But I did end up dropping down to 107 by the end of the shred. And with the goal to put on a few more pounds back of healthy weight. So for anybody that's watching that's not looking for weight loss, I feel really good about the few pounds that I lost, because a lot of it was bloat and just, who knows what was going on, right? The thing that really intrigued me, honestly, was when the 11 days ended. And that's the part that I think most excited about to share and to talk about with people, is this empowerment, this feeling of radical ownership that happens when you are faced with immediate feedback from your own body about what foods are doing in your body. And I've been in this industry for many years with wellness and fitness and all of that, and I've tried every program and I've done every diet, and I've seen it all. And what you see a lot in the diet world is people blaming the diet. It didn't work. Blaming the program, blaming the person that shared it with them, blaming the whatever. And, because we buy into what we hear on social media and what we see on, this doctor said to do this diet and this person said this is the best. And we always have somebody that we can point the finger at when it doesn't work. And with this program, it is just that day 12, when you have to have a reaction potentially to a food that you love, and you all of a sudden are faced with ownership. Am I going to continue to put something in my body that's making me not feel good? And I just think it's just a personal development written all over it, because you have to do the work. You really have to do the work to have the discipline and the honesty with yourself about what you're feeling. And there's so many things that are wrapped into food, relationships with food, right? There's food addictions, there's emotional eating, there's all kinds of things. And I just think this is the most beautiful program, because I think it sets people up for real long-term success if they follow the protocol the way that it's designed, and they take radical ownership for the life that they're going to continue to live now that they have this feedback that is their own body saying, hey, this doesn't work for you. Let's not eat this anymore. Right. And it makes you face your stuff. So I love that. I mean, from a coaching standpoint, from a person that wants to help other people, I'm just obsessed with that idea, because I think so many people are stuck in this diet thing and jumping around. And now we get to say, hey, this isn't a diet. This is about you taking ownership for what you're putting in your body and you creating what works for your body. And to me, that's just amazing. I love it.
I just want to say that I'm going to give you an opportunity to share anything else you have on your heart. But I just want to say that you have certainly found your like kind, because everything that you just pointed out, you actually put into words some things that I've not been able to put into words, such as radical ownership. Phenomenal terminology. Thank you so much. This has personal development written all over it. I've known that. I have known that as well. I see that. This is about becoming better. No product you take is just going to make you better. You got to make yourself better. It's important. You have to do the work. As you said, you have to do the work. Does anything else come to mind in terms of your experience? Things that you didn't anticipate, or things that you were surprised by? Anything at all? Anything else come to mind around your experience? Your before and after pictures, even you only went from a 111 to 107. Another word that you've used for the first time that I have found to be very descriptive is descended. Is it distended, or it's distended, isn't it? And that word, it describes my personal experience so well. When I would look in the mirror and I would think, darn it, if only it wasn't for that.
Yeah. Yeah, that stomach distension, where you feel like you've got a basketball in there, and it's like can happen in a matter of 20 minutes sometimes, I guess the one thing that I'll share, thank you too for what you shared, is I am surprised by some of the foods. And I'm actually curious, and I actually want to chat with you more about this, Sean, or maybe you have information that I haven't found yet about the role of digestive enzymes in this whole thing, because I do think that there are foods that can be tolerated with some help. And I do think that as a society, I mean, we all know that our soil's depleted, and we know that we're not getting the nourishment even in our organic foods sometimes. So I just wonder the role in a digestive enzyme in this whole program is interesting to me, and I want to kind of learn a little bit more about that. But I'm having a blast, honestly. My friend and I have been meeting or chatting every day, just talking about, okay, what food did you try? What food did you try? And I'm just having fun with it. And I just think it's such a beautiful way to get to know yourself. And again, that radical ownership of the foods you're putting in your body. And I kept thinking during the 11 days, this isn't even the hard part. This 11 days is nothing. And I'm thinking ahead going, I got to have the discipline at the end of this to say no to the foods that I am drawn to when I'm stressed, when I'm tired, when I'm mad, whatever. And that's the real work, right? It's that long-term, what are you going to do with this information now?
I
Now that you have a clean slate.
Let me offer you just a little feedback before we move on to the next person. My experience, because I would dare say that my gut health has been, I can't think of any other word than catastrophic my entire adult life. And I tried all kinds of enzymes, and enzymes were one of the things that were the most catastrophic for me. They harmed me badly. I don't know what reason that is. I don't know. What I do know is that the fruits and vegetables that are available to us, they're not necessarily what was on the earth when mankind originally inherited the earth. These are not the normal fruits and vegetables. And therefore, that might be the reason why a lot of us have a problem with them. And I just want to put that out there, Lisa, that I suffered for so long thinking that something was wrong with me, thinking that something was wrong with my mother, thinking that something was wrong with my brother. Oh, sucks for us that we just have these ultra sensitive systems, when in reality, I'm starting to believe that that is not the case. In fact, what a gift my gut is for me. What a gift, and what an absolute waste of thousands upon thousands of dollars that I invested in probiotics that did not a goddamn thing for me. Okay? But what has healed my gut, not healed in terms of like plain healed, but if we were to say Sean's gut is working really well now, Sean's gut is probably operating, and I'm not the only one. Go in the group and type in the search bar gut health. You'll be shocked, because what has aided my gut is not what you would think should be aiding my gut, and not what all the gut health experts are selling. My gut is freaking on. It's optimal right now. My bowel movements, optimal. My digestion, my metabolism, all firing on all cylinders. And it's just counterintuitive to everything that's being taught. It blows your mind, but that's our reality. And ER Shred, as Jesse always points out, is all about not submitting to the status quo, but bucking the status quo, turning things inside out, upside down, and saying, maybe we've been lied to. That's all I'll say. I stopped eating fiber. It's one of the best decisions I ever made in my life. And I'm just saying, does that fly in the face of conventional wisdom? You're damn right it does. And I'm not afraid to say it, because that's my personal experience. I'm not making a health claim. That's my experience. And all fiber did for me was make me have horrible bowel movements, and bowel movements all the time, and lots of excess mucus and everything else I didn't want. So, Lisa, there's a lot for you in this journey, and it's going to get better and better and better and better and better. And it's going to become more and more and more alarming. That's all I'll say. It'll trip you out. Let's put it that way. All right, but we got to move on to the next person. Lisa, thank you so much. Everybody go check out Lisa Lupo's post and look out for this ER Shred Warrior in the group. She is a firecracker. I actually seen her. There were people who said something, or someone who said something not so nice about her. And this gal is badass. Like, she stood up for herself. I saw that, Lisa. You're way badass. Woo! Thank you. All right. Next up, do we have out there David Martin?
It helps if I turn on the microphone. How you doing?
David, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. I'm good.
David, who introduced you to the ER Shred, and where are you calling from?
Well, I'm calling from Toronto, Canada. Up in the big, what do we call it? The hog town up here in Toronto, we call it. And a mutual friend, Carolyn Rodriguez, actually introduced.
Okay, I know her. She's fantastic. Yes.
Yep. So we had actually done an ER Shred protocol with her group. I think it was a couple of months ago, and we'd done one. I think it was back earlier in the year. And I'll be honest, that very first time, I mean, I knew who you were. I knew about the ER Shred a little bit, but I didn't really, you know what? I didn't give that ER Shred a really good chance that time. And but the last one that we did it back in June. Wow. I mean,
wow.
my wife and I said, you know what, we got to commit. We just got to do this. Let's just try something here. And for me, the results were incredible. My wife as well. And we loved it. We absolutely loved it.
You've teased us all. Now, what were the results? What was it like before ER Shred? What was it like after?
So for me, before the ER Shred, and I won't lie, I've enjoyed everything that we've done, with the products and different things over the years. But as you get older, everybody changes. And I changed. And my wife's changing too. So some things don't work anymore. And so, I had that lethargy and, had that bloating going on and realizing, maybe too many carbs, or am I not doing enough this? Am I eating too many vegetables, if there's such a thing? Are the vegetables starting to bother me, or other foods? So we'd switched around and tried different things, but the ER Shred came along and I said, look, if we're stripping the diet out of everything, at least it gives us the baseline. And that's what we like. And it was easy. It was probably one of the easiest protocols I've ever done in my life, Sean. And 14 pounds lost. I lost 4 inches off my waist and other spots. And amazing. My wife was 4 pounds and 2 inches just off her waist. But the fact is that just continued on. I haven't put on any more weight other than the water weight from those 2 cleanse days since then. And now back into the protocol again for, a real hard shred right now.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it.
What is it that makes it easier?
I don't have to plan so much out for my meals. How can you go wrong? You blend a shake on warm water, let it sit. You can put it in the fridge for overnight for the next morning. That's not hard. And I don't know, 10, 15 minutes to cook up some meat, some chicken, some beef, whatever it is, and then get it into you. That's not hard at all. That is so simple. And that's actually something that if you're somebody that works Monday to Friday, you can make that kind of prep in a couple of hours on a Sunday for your whole week. It's so simple. Did
you realize, you or your wife, did you realize that radical ownership and empowerment that Lisa was talking about? Did you guys?
100%, absolutely. Taking ownership of what was going on in my body and saying, okay, I'm in control now. I'm going to figure this out. I'm not going to rely, and I'm not to, disrespect any doctors or specialists, but I'm going to listen to my body instead of listening to what a doctor or this specialist or this herbalist and again, nothing against them, but I need to listen to myself. And I think we need to do more of that. So that radical ownership was about listening to what my body said. And I started doing that. I'll have to point out, I started doing that in October last year. Most of my life, and this isn't a claim that I'm saying I got rid of it, but I suffered eczema and skin conditions for years. Last October, I told my wife, I said, I'm going to get rid of gluten and North American wheat as much as I possibly can. I don't know. I haven't had an itch or a scratch since October. Yeah. Well, November-ish. But, when you start taking that, and this is what the Shred's done, and it made me remember back in the late 90s, I'd gone to a naturopathic doctor and I did an intolerance test. And realizing now that I haven't eaten any of those foods, certain vegetables and certain other things, I haven't had a problem with brain fog, my gut, nothing.
Right.
So those certain things that I remembered from back then, certain vegetables, I haven't introduced them. Some other ones I have reintroduced, not a problem, enjoy them, but I'm not eating a ton of them like I used to.
Right.
It's about the radical ownership. Absolutely.
Oh man, Lisa, you coined a phrase. Look at you.
Absolutely. And I remember talking to my doctor, my family doctor, back when we did the last shred. I let him know what we're doing, and he said, "How do you feel?" And I said, "I feel amazing." I'm not going to stop you. He says, "Just make sure you exercise." He said, "You're putting the extra fat into your body." He said, "Just make sure you're exercising and lots of good water." He says, "But he kind of literally, what's best for your body,
David, you know what? People like myself, like Heather, people that have been here for a while, we are actually giddy for, Jesse says giddy like a teenager that's in love. We're giddy for people like you and Lisa because it keeps getting better and better.
Absolutely.
I'm
I
just
agree.
Man, it'll blow your mind. And I want to point out something you said too. I'm going to point out every time someone says something that I almost feel like it's one of those moments where I go, oh my God, they get it. Oh my God, they came alive. And you said something about feeling. And I've got to tell you, I didn't know how to feel my entire adult life. I didn't know how to feel. And it was crippling. It was actually very crippling for me to not know how to feel, not just around foods, but around my spirituality.
Mhm.
That's for another day. But around foods, I didn't know how to feel. And therefore, I would revisit the culprits again and again and again. And I would tell myself, nah, maybe it wasn't that. I would second guess my own self. Maybe it wasn't that. Maybe it was something else. And the pain and the suffering and the insanity of it. And so when we talk about this kind of ownership around the ability to feel, I so dig it. What are you going to do moving forward, my friend? Do you feel like this is something you'd refer to other people?
Oh, I already have. So don't think, I'm a part-time college professor. So
Okay, that's cool. Yeah.
So actually, right now, I teach in the evenings from 5 until 10. So I teach law enforcement and the principles of criminal justice to prospective police officers. I'm a retired police officer.
Thank you for your service. That's important.
Thank you. Thank you. So I have a student. We have a course that we teach. It's called Lifestyles and Stress Management. This guy loves teaching. I've loved teaching that ever since I got back into teaching a few years back. And I get students that sit there and they look at me and they go, "Sir, you're really hit a nerve with me. I need to make some changes in my life. I need to take ownership of my life." So I got a relatively new student, and she saw what I'm not shy with my students. They see me drinking my hydrate, or they see me drinking a shake, or or they see me doing something that's positive.
Got a big ribeye out in class.
I even post that so some of them are able to see it. So she approached me. She said, "Sir, I really need help." I said, "We'll talk after class." So she's actually doing the ER shred right now. She started with us on Monday. She got her products. She's absolutely loving it. She's on her first cleanse, and I was a little bit worried about this girl, but she says, "No, sir, I'm rocking it." She goes, "This is really good." So, and I've had students in the past who've done, the traditional 30-day systems and different things, and had really great success. A couple of them, it led them to actually pass the physical fitness test required to get hired in the policing, and one's got a job with the policing. And he said, "I wouldn't have gotten in shape if it wasn't for you and this stuff." So he's looking at me now going, "What's this ER shred thing, sir?" So let's talk.
David, thank you so much. I want to tell you one more thing. I actually, I think it's 14 months now, I've been telling people that I do not have the willpower that they're accusing me of. I don't have that. If I had that, I'd have done this a long time ago.
Yeah.
I have literally been empowered by the protocol and by the fuel.
Yeah, and I say the same thing too. You know, I when I messaged you, I think it was last week, and I've always felt at home with the company. I always have. But something changed in me last year, and it wasn't COVID or anything like that. It was just something changed in me, and it wasn't against the company. It was just me.
Yeah.
I needed to get something. I needed to attach myself to something that was really positive. I needed to attach myself to something. I was searching for something, and then getting introduced later on. I told you, I feel more at home here than I have anywhere else in my life with this group, with the ZR Shred. As I say, you're my people. You know, my wife and I say the same. You are my people. How come I didn't meet you before? Where haven't I met any of these people before? But I'm here now, and going forward, I'm home, and I'm going to share this home with as many people as I can, because I'm into helping people to change their lives.
I dig it. I'm into that as well.
And I get excited at that.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
I can tell. Everybody, on behalf of everyone here, I would like to say we appreciate you and we welcome you home. You are a very cool guy. Guys, the coolest part about these calls is I always say that if everybody understood the effect that these calls have, I mean, you got to realize that my enthusiasm was also born of sharing, just like you guys are sharing. It kind of locks in the belief, and it actually locks in. It's almost like, you know, when you put something on a wall and then you caulk it, and that final little bead of caulk it just goes rock solid. And I said, if everybody knew what this call, sharing your testimonial like this does for people's belief moving forward, then we'd all be like scratching and clawing, like, no, I want to share. No, my person is sharing. Because David, it's just the beginning, and you're going to help a lot of people, and that is my motivation as well. That's what's unique to this culture, is we focus on the mission. We focus on the mission of enriching people's lives with good health. The commission, that follows naturally, and it does. Focus on the mission. The commission always follows. Don't focus on that. Don't worry about it. It'll come. Focus on being a real life superhero. That's what you guys are. Okay, I got David here on my little raffle card. Now, thank you, David. We will look forward to seeing you in the group as well. Who we got next? We've got... Is Colin Watson out there? I don't know if I've seen him on, but Colin, if you're out there, please do unmute.
Sean, he's not on, but he did mention to me that he wasn't sure if you meant this call or the next. He didn't know if you were referring
next
to
one
tonight's.
will be great. Thank you,
Okay.
Lisa. I will connect with him about next week. You could do the same if you'd like. Let's connect with him and tell him that we would just absolutely love to have him on next week if he's willing.
Perfect.
And by the way, what a phenomenal person. I've been messaging with him. Just a beautiful human being he is. What about, do we have out there Janelle Blake Watcott? I hope I said that correctly. You out there, Janelle? Maybe not yet. What about, I know Amy's out there. Amy, I'm going to try to say your name this time. Abramitis, is that right? Abramitis?
Midas. Yes.
Abramitis.
Super close.
Okay,
Yeah.
Amy, you don't have to go on video. Do you want?
No, it's okay. I'm kind of getting set up for that now.
No problem.
We are going charter fishing tomorrow. We got to get up at 4 a.m. and I just made all of our shakes because I know we're not going to have a chance to make it before we get home. So we'll be all ready and we can ask our friends, hey, do you want to have lunch? And if they don't, then we'll come home and have our shakes and have our meat dinner. And that's what I love about this, is that it's so flexible. I'm trying to figure out how to go on camera. Okay, there we go. See?
There you are. That's a familiar face.
Yeah. I do have a couple things I want to say real quick. You were talking about willpower.
Amy, wait.
Oh.
First off, for
Sorry.
people that don't know you, where are you calling from?
Yeah, sorry. I'm calling from Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Michigan. And who originally introduced you to the ER Shred?
Don Drury
Yes.
talked to us over a year ago. I
That's
wish
so cool.
I would have gone then, but whatever, it's okay.
That is so cool. And so now, just real quick, before you were going to share about empowerment, but how long have you been doing this? And your husband's doing it as well, correct?
Mid-May is when we came in. I think it was like May 16th or something like that. Yes, my husband and I are both doing it together. We do not do shreds separate. We do everything. We do all the shreds together. We make all the decisions as to when we're going to start and kind of look at our schedule and see what makes sense.
I love it.
And
I love it.
yeah.
Now go, just run with it. What were you going to share?
Okay, so before we started Shred, even I had found I was going to Joanne Focus one day and I saw title boxing, and I was like, man, I want to do that. Can I do that? I don't know. I don't know if I can do that. So anyway, I told Alex about it, and we did and eventually start going there as a family. We've been getting up at like I said, like 4:30 in the morning to go to a 5:30 workout, or Sunday at 10 a.m. And but what I want to tell you on the subject of willpower is the other day we were sitting in the parking lot. I look up, I go, there's a Jets Pizza right next to Title Boxing.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't see it. I don't care.
Right.
I used to love Jets Pizza. I was obsessed with it. I would order it like all the time. And Alex was like, can you get some other than Jets Pizza? I didn't even know it was there.
That's pretty amazing.
Tell me that's not bizarre.
I'm cracking up because I know exactly what you're saying. And if you heard the call last night, I don't know if you heard it with Jesse and Susan, those two health professionals, they get pretty damn charged when they talk about how, what is food and what isn't food. And there's documentaries out there that you can find in our group. Susan was talking about the one about sugar and the one about the perfect human diet. And all of a sudden, I think the shift happened in you. What is food?
Yeah, well, and also, I mean, you guys never really talk about the gut biome and all that stuff that's very, trendy right now. But guess what? Something has definitely happened to my gut biome, because those little evil bacteria down there are no longer telling me, go get ho-hos, go get this, that, go get chocolate. Nope. They're like been shoved in the corner and they have like duct tape over their mouth or something. I don't know.
You're so awesome. I love the visual.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're just dead. I don't know.
Susan was throwing them against trees, and she was throwing them at invading enemies. Like that
was so cool.
You just start to see things completely different than you ever even imagined. It's such
I got a little bit of a girl crush, I gotta admit.
I love it.
She's cool.
So what else has unfolded? How much have you guys lost? What other benefits have you realized?
Yeah. God, it's just so hard. You feel like you could write a book, but you don't know to find the words. We've lost about 70 or 75 pounds together. I kind of like to do it that way.
I love it. You know what? And by the way, I feel bad even asking. It's just that because I don't care about the weight. In fact, I have not weighed myself.
I'll tell you. I
haven't weighed myself.
I'll tell you. When I was talking to Don about it, I said, I'm 199 right now, and I don't want to see that 2 again. I got rid of that 2 a while ago, and I thought it was the last time I was going to see it. I did not see it. And now I just hit 170. So for maybe less now,
I saw your.
Yeah, we're both about 15% down. We're like, our percents are always matching.
Yeah, if you're doing that boxing, though, you got to realize body composition shifts. Yep. And so if you're doing that boxing, you're also.
I'm not worried about it. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. I'm 5'2", 170. I don't feel like I don't care. I don't care because I feel good. I feel like I'm either already a skinny person or I'm becoming a skinny person, that I'm fit, that I'm young, and Vital.
Before you-
And then, oh, one more thing I want to tell you real quick, if I can.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys noticed that I accidentally posted on my personal page what I meant to do on the ER Shred page.
Okay.
It blew up. 2 of my friends signed up without even asking, and we had to clean up a mess. But it's okay, you know. And it's like, and I go, okay, one signed up on Sunday, one signed up on Monday. Oh shoot, if they would have, and I said, don't do that. Just be thankful. Just be
help them.
thankful. I got 2 running buddies. I love them both. They're awesome. I talk to them often, so we're so excited.
I'm so proud of you. You're helping people and you're doing it for the right reasons. Thank you so much. Before ER Shred, were you the kind of person that would wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and go to a boxing club?
No, but I would have been the most likely to do it in this household.
Awesome.
No, those are. I mean, they're challenging workouts.
Phenomenal workout. Phenomenal. I think that's a great company. Well, anything else you'd like to share? I really appreciate we really appreciate you coming on.
Just everybody is so, like he said, this is my home or whatever. It's true. Everyone is so welcoming and awesome. And I got to do a shout out to Mimi.
Oh,
She's been really helpful, and Tracy, getting to know her a little bit too. We were playing phone tag today. It's all right.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool when people don't have any financial ties to you whatsoever, and they really have bought into the culture that much that they sincerely love you and want to help you.
I was in a one company once, and they called it cross-lining. They're like, don't do cross-lining. You're not supposed to talk to other people from other teams. I'm like, that's shit.
Yeah.
That's weird. Don't talk about the business. Okay. Whatever.
Whatever.
Sorry.
No, absolutely.
I'm a little bit of a cusser. I'm working on it.
No, don't you worry about that. You're doing great. This is an authentic culture. If you haven't noticed, it's very authentic. It's very real.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Amy.
I get that. Thank you for your time. Have a good night.
Thank you for making the time, even though you're going to go, I think you said fishing tomorrow. Really
Oh
early.
my God.
No problem.
Thank you so
It'll be
much.
fun.
We love you guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let me see. I think we might have one more. And then if Lenny is out there and can hear me, I really, since he's on here, I really would love him to share a message. It would be appropriate, being that he was just awarded the Heart of ER Shred. Let's see here. Should I try one more time? Janelle Blake Watcott. You out there, Janelle? Let's see here. Did I cover everybody else? I think I did. You out there, Janelle? Is there anyone else that has not shared or would like to share a quick update before Lenny shares his message? Just want to put that out there. Feel free to unmute yourself. Oh, hi.
I was watching.
This is my beautiful wife, Crystal, who's been tending to the...
I was making dinner and listening to the call, but they're all eating now, so wanted to come say hi.
So we match, but that was
Yeah,
not
we did it
by
on
design.
purpose.
No, I'm not one of those.
Rocking the pink for ER Shred, because pink and red and
Yes,
all
I
this
love
other stuff.
that. I love that. Well, hey, you're a pretty big Lenny Evans fan.
Oh yeah.
So
I am.
Lenny, as you know, got the Heart of ER Shred. I don't know if he's ready to share a message or thoughts or anything. You out there, Lenny?
Hey, can you hear me?
Hi Lenny.
Hi, hey guys. I'm so glad I was on tonight. And I mean, I like to go on Facebook so I can comment on my phone, but sometimes I, to see everybody telling their story. And I just want to say, the stories we heard tonight, like they are, did you feel them? I had goosebumps, like they were real. I mean, Lisa Lupo, she's like, come on, that story. And David, thank you. And just everybody's story and the way you told it. And, Sean said something that I wrote all this down. The 11-day ER Shred is actual personal growth, radical ownership. This has personal development written all over it. I think that all came from Lisa. And I just think that, amen, man, we're helping people come alive. And when you do that, like once you do it and everybody knows what I'm talking about on this call, like that's when you know what it's like. And so you have an emotional connection. And when you have that emotional connection, you can talk to people at a whole level that you never could have before. So coming alive is like, now you're a matchstick, and it's almost like you can go ahead and just light other people and invite other people to light them, you know, like help them come alive. And that's what this is. It's just a bunch of candles, you know, and when our candle goes out to light another one, it doesn't diminish our candle. Our candle's stronger for a minute, and then we bring it back, and then you just keep lighting candles. You know, that might be something we could do at a ER shred retreat someday for sure, you know. So Sean, Crystal, thank you so much for leading this movement. And I mean, just every single person watching and every person that will watch this recording, you guys, do the shred. Doing the shred is the work. And when I remember the RGG group years ago, Peter Greenlaw, Matt Rockwell, Danny Gibbons, they said, and I remember from Matt Rockwell, he said, the work will show you how. The work will show you how. Keep it simple. Follow the protocol. That's the work. And it will show you how your body can feel. And then there's so many more conversations we can have because of ER Shred, right? This is an empowerment movement where we have conversations that transfer power from physical. And then if people desire, we can talk financial, but we can talk also spiritual health and mental health. It's all of it here. It's all of it the way we come. And we're not judged here. That's why we all love it. That's why we feel like this is home. How many times did everybody say I feel home? I think everybody said I feel home, you know? And Sean and Crystal, thank you for creating this home that we can feel home in. And Jesse and Susan and Heather and Mimi, gosh, I'm just so grateful. So you guys, thank you.
Thank you, Lenny. You are very much a part of this. You've always been a part of this.
I love it.
Bob Sibright as well. And I remember that
Bob.
as well. The work will show you how. Do the work. The work will show you how. I remembered that as well. And Lenny, you're just always so in tune. You just are. You're just always so in tune. And I hope you know how much we love and appreciate you. I really do. To Crystal and I, you're like a literal brother. We just thank you so much for being who you are and for being there for us.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you, Crystal and Sean.
Isn't he awesome?
Yeah, I love Lenny.
All right. Well, listen, guys, we're going to turn it over to our chief shreducator because we're actually going to introduce Jesse. Heather, just informally, would you like us to turn it over to you, or would you like us to turn it over to Jesse and then you will get his presentation going?
We can all turn it over to Jesse, but we know he is traveling today and shredders deserve vacation. So we've got it covered that he is still with us, even though he's not here. So we can fill up the chat with talk about him because he won't see that, but we can still share his message.
So Jesse is our ER Shred ambassador around the nutritional protocol. He's a nutrition coach, certified. The guy knows his stuff, and you know he's pretty special to all of us. Jesse, we love you. Enjoy your vacation. I hope you come home to beautiful new hardwood floors. We're going to go ahead and turn it over to Jesse now.
Exactly why the reason that you need to do this. When life is hard, when life is stressful, when you're not feeling your best, when you have so much going on, when you have sickness in your family, when you have people that are struggling, that is when you step up to the plate and take care of yourself, because you cannot serve from a half-ass empty cup, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't work like that. The ER Shred is simple. The results speak for themselves. It's a year of proven track records over and over and over again. It's an 11-day elimination, reset, shred protocol. Here's the simplicity. We remove all the poison from the human diet. The soy, the gluten, the sugar, the flour, all the stuff that's causing your hormones to go out of whack, all the stuff that's causing your body to go to war with itself during inflammation. We strip that away and we simply teach you how powerful of a drug food is. Take out the bad, put in the good. That is the simplicity of the ER shred. I know you think it's more complicated because you've been lied to for the last 60 years. I will wipe that shit clean for you. Excuse my language, but not really. I will wipe that clean for you, and I will give you the tracks to run on. I have suffered enough for all of you. Sean has suffered enough for all of you. Crystal has suffered enough for all of you. I am done with the fitness and nutrition industry. It is bullshit. It is corrupt. It is just as bad as some of the drug companies that are out there. People need to understand the power of food and nutrition. So we simply take out the bad, we put in the good. The ER shred is the ancestral way of eating with the 21st century modern twist. It is not one diet, it is multiple facets of diets. It is things that we've tried throughout the course of years. It's a little bit of keto, it's a little bit of carnivore, it's a little bit of good quality protein, it's a little bit of supplementation. We teach you how to use whole foods, real nutrition, vitamins, minerals, nutrients. That's my definition of nutrition. If it doesn't contain those, it's garbage calories. It serves zero purpose inside your body. So now it's a choice. Why are you choosing to inflame yourself with poison when you know it serves zero purpose, when you can choose to feel like a rocket ship taking off to the freaking moon, for crying out loud? We use cleansing, intermittent fasting, so much science behind it. We teach you how to use those proper foods. And then we give you one of the best things that you will ever get your hands on. Do you understand people pay thousands of dollars for doctors and groups? And I just read this bullshit article, Weight Watchers. Their clients are down and they said people are giving up the diet. Well, that's funny because we just had 600 plus people join the ER shred. Don't give me that crap. You know what people are tired of? They're tired of gimmicks. They're tired of bullshit. They're tired of being lied to. They're tired of actually wanting to get healthy and getting nowhere because nobody was telling them the truth. Well, we're going to give that to you, and the testimonials speak for themselves. Join the ER shred, come alive, and realize how epically amazing you were from the day that you were granted life. That is what we are here to do. That's all I got tonight, brother.
All right, you guys. Well, that was incredible. Can we do this one thing? Let me put it on gallery. Thank you, Jesse. Jesse, I've noticed something about you, my friend. I've noticed that the more powerful the testimonials are, the more it kind of like charges you. It's like a video game, and it's
I'm
like
fired up.
Energy, 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 energy. Energy's full. Roar! All right. Thank you so much. Heather, thank you for setting that up. It was so fun to have Jesse here. And, you know, he really epitomizes what we're all about. You guys, can we all unmute and just clap for everybody that shared their testimonial